Why is the fog only in this place behind Auschwitz? Can you see that? 720 volts went through these wires. Nobody could escape this. This place is not for visitors, but today is open, so let's go. Those are the German swamps where there is a lot of ashes dumped after the World War. Look at the ladder. There is still a ladder to go inside the crematorium. Look at those bricks. Wow. Let's cross into the forest. Let me see, there are graves here. Wow, look at this. Nobody see this, guys. Nobody see this on the YouTube. So I'm back to Auschwitz Birkenau. I want to go to forest today. I want to show you guys the forest inside Auschwitz concentration camp. We will go behind the Auschwitz. I'm going to show you Auschwitz like nobody ever showed you before. We will go behind crematorium number 4, crematorium number 5, and we will go to the forest which is behind the Auschwitz. So follow me, I want to show it to you. Let's check it out. Last time I fell inside the swamp. I'm sure you guys seen my episode from Auschwitz, and I couldn't go farther. So today I want to go behind the crematorium, cross the wires, and go to the forest which is located behind the camp, and see what's inside the forest. So hopefully we can find something interesting and some memory. So please follow me on this journey. Let's go. So people say on the internet this is hoax. What are you talking about? Look at all of this. Look at all these shoes. Millions of shoes. Millions. How this can be a hoax? Look at all of this. So people should be quiet in this place, but of course they're screaming and talking. Can you imagine how many people die here? This was gas chamber and crematorium. Finally we have some peace. This is the one also here, nobody shows this one. Look at this. Thousands of people die here. Look at this net. They are burned alive, can you believe? Peace with everybody who died here. So we will go inside the one barrack which is standing here. That's all the original. Let's go inside. So this is the barrack still standing here in Auschwitz concentration camp. Look at this. Look at that. I want to show you the little fireplace they had. Look at those beds. Look at this. Where is the fireplace? There was a little fireplace. It was right here. Wow, look at that. I know people will complain that I touched it, but I just wanted to show it to you. And this is the original ladder. Still standing. I filmed that before, but this ladder is still here. That was a couple years ago. Look how many people are inside those beds. There were like 6 people crammed on each level. Look how long this place is. Look at this. And this is the washroom here. Look at this. All of this is still original. That's what I've been told. Look at all the washroom. I want to show you the washroom. I'm not sure if this is the original writing or not, but... And this is another barrack. It's not the other. I went to one before. But look at this washroom. Look at this. And you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people all squeezed together. And how many beds? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, 18 times 5. And this is just one row, and there's another row on the other side. So I want to show it to you really slow. You have some pictures of people. Little girl with the dog. So let me show you one more thing. This is Wall of Death. A lot of people were executed here in front of this wall. You can always see some flowers, and also people were executed on those two poles. It's not complete, but it's just two wooden poles. They used to be hang on here. And you can see the Wall of Death. People were executed here too. So let's give them some respect. Few seconds of silence. So I want to show you another thing. On here, 12 prisoners were hanged at the same time. Let's see. Let me show you the photo. Polish prisoners hanged on 19 July 1943 during the biggest public execution. So this was the biggest public executions, and that's the prisoners. They've been hanged here, all of them together, and there were 12 of them. You guys can see the picture here. So again, the sign of work makes you free. Let me show you another thing. In Auschwitz, no tour guide will show you. This building used to be building for receiving parcels. So some of the officers and prisoners, I'm not sure if for the officers, but for the prisoners, they used to receive when they behave good. I think at the end of the war, they used to receive the parcels in this building. So this is just, let's say, who conserved this barrack. But yes, that used to be for receiving mail and parcels. Not many of them received, but that was one of the buildings. I just want to show you the gate where the prisoners were segregated, where everything started. We are here back in Auschwitz Birkenau. And you can see 720 volts went through these wires. Nobody could escape this. Right now there is more. You can go under it, but before there's some wires missing. You guys can see here there was more wires. The wires are missing now. I will try to cross today to the forest, which I didn't go last time. So let's try to go there after I show you a few things here. There is another sign here. Jews selected by SS for immediate death were led down to this road, the gas chamber, crematory 4 and 5. So the crematory 4 and 5 is down there, where we're going to go in a few minutes. And you can see the chimney is still standing here. There are so many of them. But I will take you guys, I will take you to the crematorium where I fell in the swamp. That was the last video from Auschwitz. But no, I don't need to have any permission here. Like everybody say, you need permission, you need permit, you need anything to do movies. No, you can do movies here, you can take videos, and I will encourage you guys to do as many videos as you can, so everybody see this. Let me show you the wagon, the prisoners, and everybody was transported. When I was here last year, this was under construction. I think this is still the original step, but the other wood is new. But I believe so. This step, they said, is still original with the original bolts. Can you imagine how many people step here? How many people die? This is so sad. And I think the log is also original. And the Handwerker, 1916. This is all original. Breslau. So this is the crematorium number 3, and it's been totally destroyed. And this is some of the memory graves. I say to the memory of the men, women, and children who fell victim of the Nazi genocide. Here lie their ashes. May their soul rest in peace. And you have in Hebrew, and over here too. Let me show you. And also in Polish. I will take you to crematorium number 4 and 5, but I have to be very careful because I fell in the swamp here last time. So I have to make sure this won't happen this time. And then I will try to take you to the forest behind the Auschwitz concentration camp. You can see everything was totally destroyed. And people say there's no single birds in Auschwitz, but you can hear actually a lot of birds, and I can see many birds flying here. Look at all those wires. I believe most of them are still original. Like this is original. All of this is original in Auschwitz. You can see. And this is the guard tower. SS man. You can see some of the wires are falling apart. Some of the swamps, they never disappear. You can see the swamp. And I still believe they are ashes inside the swamps. That's where German Gestapo was dumping a lot of ashes. Because when I spoke to the one of the guide, he told me that. And the main ones are on the back where I fell. So let's keep going. You can see the forest, how quiet it is. You can hear the birds actually playing. And this is still inside the Auschwitz. You can see the towers everywhere. Here is another tower. There was no escape from here. There was no escape. You've been watched 24 hours. And you can see another tower there, another tower there. Let's go closer and see if we can. I just don't want to fall inside the swamp, so I have to be very careful where we step. Look at this. This is in Auschwitz. There is no tourists here. Those are the German swamps where there is a lot of ashes dumped after the World War II, after they closed the camps. So the swamps, they always stay here, they never go away. There is so many of them, and there is a lot of human bodies inside those swamps. I just talked to the guide and he said the same, because people say things I say sometimes on YouTube are not true, but this is not from me, this is from the guide, Polish guide and English guide. And this is another swamp, you can see, and still smell, a really distinctive smell. And this is inside the Auschwitz. And there was also another segregation in this building here. This is another building, it's from the back, and this was for the workers mostly here. So this place used to be showers. This is from behind. So the entrance to Auschwitz was there, and over here there is another entrance. Yeah, so this is the museum security. I want to go behind this gate. I want to go behind this gate and I want to see what's in this little forest. So let's go. You guys can see everything has been destroyed. All of the barracks. Look how many barracks. Look, all of this. That were all barracks. They all were destroyed. So nobody can see the evidence of the atrocity, what happened here. Oh yes, this is I think number 5, crematorium number 5, where nobody come to. They only see crematorium number 1 and 2, but tourists don't come to crematorium number 5. I just don't know why. Maybe because it's almost a mile, almost mile and a half from the other crematorium. This place is really big, and we are lucky. Today is open for visitors. This place is not for visitors, but today is open, so let's go. Wow, look at this place, the crematorium 5. This crematorium 5 building, which contain the gas chambers and furnace for burning bodies. Tens of thousands of Jews were murdered here with Zyklon B and then incinerated, men, women and children. The bodies were burned along with the corpses of prisoners, various nationalities, who died in the concentration camp, murdered in the gas chambers. And this is the forest I always want to cross to. Wow, look at this. What is this metal thing doing? This was some structure from the crematorium. Look at the ladder. There is still a ladder to go inside the crematorium. Look at those bricks. Wow. Let's cross into the forest. I want to show you something. You see all of this? This is all swamp where I fell last time. There was no escape. They couldn't escape to the forest. This is all swamp. You can hear the birds. So yes, this is all swamp. If you step on it, you will fall in all the way to your waist. So over there is an Auschwitz, the camp, and we are inside the forest. But let's go deeper inside the forest, see what is there. I want to see. I always want to go there. So nobody will show you this on YouTube. So in this forest, the Jews, the, the Jews which were picked, they were waiting for to die. And you can see there is a photo here. And Jews selected for this immediate death awaited at this clump of trees for entrance to the undressing room and the gas chamber. So photo taken by the SS in 1944. So can you see? They are waiting. This is this exact forest, and those are the Jews waiting. You can see the Star of David. This is this exact forest. Look at this. This is this exact forest they've been waiting to die, and they took them to the crematorium number 5, which is right there. And again, nobody comes here. And there is something here. Let's see, what is this? This is the same. They've been waiting, all the Jews here to die in this forest. You can see this photo and this photo. And those are the original photos taken by SS. A lot of Polish people too, you can see. You can tell she's Polish. So this was the gate, which nobody knows about this gate. They were taken by this gate too. Let's cross to the forest. You can see we are outside Auschwitz. You can see the wires. 720 volts plus went through those wires. I really like giving you guys tour like this because this is something everybody should see, and you won't be able to see this in next 50 maybe 100 years. All of this will be gone. You can see everything is rusting, everything is falling apart. If you don't come see this now, you won't be able to see it. Look at this post. Look, that's all original from the war. Everything is original. All of these fuses, all of this is original. Wow, I've never been outside Auschwitz inside the forest. This is really crazy. I really want to see what's here. So you can see now, this is some new fence. Now we are outside Auschwitz. We are right in the corner where you could escape. But another thing, you couldn't escape because all of this grass, you see? All of this is a swamp. It goes all the way there. Let me zoom it in. And on the other side there is a SS tower. So I don't know why there is no tower on this side. Maybe it's been destroyed. But you can see all of this was destroyed here. But let's try to go inside. Wow, if you escaped here, look at this. You will be free. Look at this. So that would be your freedom if you escaped. Let's go deep inside the forest. I want to see if there is anything here. I always wanted to know. So we are, look at those trees. We are behind Auschwitz concentration camp. And this is deep in the forest, guys. Wow, look at this place. Oh, look, there's something on the tree there. Oh, it started raining. Hold on, hold on. It's a cross? Oh, look at this. Look at this cross. Wow, as soon as I found this cross, it started raining so hard. It started raining now. And I have a long way to go back. Well, let's leave the cross in the peace. I can't believe it, I found this. Let's go a little bit deeper in the forest. I want to see if there's anything else here. Wow. It looks like this road, it's been used for a long time. But I think it's just a deep forest, it just go in and in. Honestly, I always want to camp behind Auschwitz concentration camp. I don't know why, just to see if this place is haunted, if this is a vibe, what vibe is it here. I know a lot of people die here, but I always want to stay here just to see if there is any paranormal activity. Wow, look at this place. There is not a lot of history on this, and I'm sure there is a lot of things in this forest. Wow, I think this is the camp, the concentration camp from behind the forest, and that's where a lot of body, they dump a lot of ashes here. Oh, we went inside. We are back to the concentration camp. Let me see, there are graves here. Wow, look at this. Nobody see this, guys. Nobody see this on the YouTube. What is this? Look at that. The memory of the men, women and children who fell victim to the Nazi genocide. Here lie their ashes. May the soul resist in peace. And look at this place. Wow. What is that fog? You guys can see that fog? Is that because the swamp is there? Wow. Is that because of the ashes? Can you see that? I think there is a lot of bodies here. That's why maybe still... Why is the fog only in this place behind Auschwitz? Can you see that? I don't know if you can see on the video, but it's all fog coming. from where the ashes were. Look, look at that. Look, what is that? Wow, what is this? There is no fire here. What is that? Where did this come from? Can you guys explain? Tell me, what did this come from? Why is fog like that come behind Auschwitz? It's just from here, only this area. Wow. We are deep in the forest. I walk maybe 2 miles, and this is from the other side. Look at this. Look, it's just there. And it stopped now. That's so weird. And look how huge this forest is behind the Auschwitz camp. Look at this place. It looks like a battleground. What is this place? How many people die here? Wow. I can't believe it. I'm here. I really can't believe it. You see how sweaty I am. I walk from far. Do you see any tourists come here? Nobody ever would come here. I don't know why. But for me, this is so interesting. Look, the fog disappeared right away. That's so weird when I came here. No, it's still a little there. That's where the graves are. And that's where I found the cross. Let's go back. Well, at least I came behind the Auschwitz concentration camp and I was able to show you the beautiful forest. Look at this place. Look at this place. Can you hear the birds? It's like heaven. People say there is no birds inside around Auschwitz. There is a lot of birds. You can hear them. So I want to go back inside Auschwitz concentration camp and I want to show you guys something else. Hold on. Okay, they are there, security. I better put my camera away just in case. But he is there, you guys can see his car with the lights at the end. So again, because we are so far away inside the camp, crematorium number 5, crematorium number 4, the security asked me what I was doing here because most of the time this gate is closed for public where we went inside the swamp, inside the forest behind the Auschwitz. But today it's open. So he said no tourists come here. He was speaking to me in Polish. I had to turn off the camera. So, and this place where his office is, I was asking him if this place is haunted, and he said he can hear a lot of noises, he can hear a lot of ghosts. He said his office is there, he will show it to me, but he really can't because he will get fired. And he said no tourists can come inside. That's the policy. But he said he can hear a lot of noises because this was the place where men, women were first when they came through this gate. That was the gate from the behind. That was another gate. The hair was cut. Pregnant women were sent straight to the chamber and killed, and a lot of men were sent to work from here. That was more like a workplace. So this was for 60,000 prisoners irrigation system, and Look at this. There is still water inside. Oh, the security is coming. The security is coming. Oh, he passed this time. So I guess we okay. So let me show you this place inside Auschwitz. So when you came to Auschwitz, when you had to be sterilized, when you had any diseases, that was like a quarantine. Also, they try to make you be aware of the camp, just to be scared. So they will put you in here, in this barrack, and kept you here, people from different countries. Let's go inside. So I believe there is a lot of uh, toilets here too. So in barracks like that, I've been told there was about 700 to 800 people, all cramped together. You can see all the seats for the toilets. I believe that's for the toilet, right? What else would it be? See that? That's very crazy. That's 100. I counted. There's about 100 on this side, 100 here, and 100 on the left. So that's 300 toilets just here. And look at this. No many tourists come also to this camp. I don't know why. This hasn't been never shown on the TV. So this was the place where they slept. This was the chimney. He explained me one more time, the security guy. And this, the chimney was heating, yes, the whole place. So let's go one more time. I want to show you. And there were 400 people in here. Right now it's raining really hard and we are inside the concentration camp in Auschwitz. Outside is pouring the rain so hard. So I want to show you this. So this whole place was heating. And here at the end is another fireplace. And those are the beds inside the Auschwitz. So this is block number 1 in Auschwitz. And I want to show you the chimneys. I'm not sure what the chimneys were for, but you can see some of those chimneys here. This is block number 1. Wow, look at this. This is in Auschwitz. There is some excavation going on. Look at those chimneys. And this is open. There's just tourists don't come here because the guide cannot go everywhere. So I just want to show you. You won't see this on many YouTube videos too. I'm not sure what those chimneys were for. By next to block number 1. If you guys know, please leave a comment. So this is inside Auschwitz. And this is probably some water tank, right? For heating water. What is this big thing? It looks like something for the water. And those are the chimneys again. So yes, we are still here in Auschwitz. It's very sad to see all of this, but I want to document as much as I can so you guys see everything. Look at this window. Was that a prison or something? I'm not sure what block number 1 was. It's across the street from block number 12. Behind this is where the SS live with his kids. Let me show you. I think 5 of his kids used to live there with him and his wife. I will show you his house in a minute. The house is, I think, still there. And later on, he was hanged on this piece of wood in front of us at the end of the war. But let me show you the house. You can see the house is still there. That's where he used to live, in this house. You see the little house sticking there, the white kind of with the red top. So the Gestapo used to live there, him, his wife and his kids. And later on, he was hanged on piece of this shubinet, whatever you call it. 16 April, SS Obersturmbannführer Rudolf Hoss, the founder and first commandant of the camp, was hanged at this location in accordance with the verdict of Supreme National Tribunal of Poland. So again, his house is there behind those fans. We can't go there. And he was hanged right here. Let me show you. There's just a lot of tourists here today. I don't want to show the faces. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for all the donations. And I will talk to you very soon. And goodbye from Poland.